How's it going? Back at it again, and here we are with the scouting. I kind of changed it up a little bit, but I was focused on Dave Roberts, and he's now ranked the 32nd player on our board, and I don't know how much more interest I'll have in him. There's got to be something that's showing. He's 5'8", which should have been a red flag, I think, from the get-go, but power it makes you infatuated, but although he's projected to be a great hitter, he might not be the best of players. But anyway, I've made some changes. I'm going to be looking at first baseman in the international, and that is the likes of a Jeffrey Couch, who has great power potential. Not the best speed, but he's a first baseman. 18 years old from the Netherlands. You got Frank Bird, who also has power projection. Not as good as Couch, but still pretty solid. You also got Gage Lehman, who also has good power and hitting potential. Not the best offensive player, but someone that you look at. And Tapia, even a later round option. It's a good first baseman class for sure. There's some guys here. Tons of players. And Couch is definitely someone that caught my eye early in the process, and I want to see if Couch is as good as he is. And of course, Donald Schultz has been looking at the relief pitchers, so obviously he's checked out Charles Lewis, who has jumped up our board, and he has good hits per nine. Maybe we'll continue to scout in that regard. Got Joe Diaz, who has dropped down now. Not a good sign for him. And Connie Hayes also dropping down. Got Roman McKenzie, who's jumped up a little bit. Dominic Tuttle. And he looks pretty solid, man. 85 to 96 potential, and don't know what would be too wrong with him other than him being already 23 years old and a very low starting overall. Got Dorian Mason as well, and pretty solid. I think I'm fine with how it is again for this week. We'll just continue it and go from there. And we continue to win. We're now a 500 baseball team at 8-8 somehow, and gotta remember to save when I get off because it's kind of messing stuff up. But I'll do that for sure today. Don't want to play any games against the White Sox again. No one wants to go to bed early in this video, so we beat the White Sox game 1. Seth Lugo with a second win of the season. And Cole Reagan's also bounced back against the Mets, so that's good to see. Not him getting his head caved in, and wow, 15 to 1. I didn't even notice that one, but that must have been something to see. A 2-game win streak, and going against Soroka here, and looks like we might win that game as well, and we do. And kind of starting to show ourselves good. And Omaha off to a good start, 12-4. Northwest Arkansas 4-6 to start the season. I think I'm interested to see Chris Bubik, if that's how you say it, right?
He's another guy. He's got B potential. He's got a chance to be something here, and he is on his last option, so we want him to have a good year. And not the best hits per 9, but not too bad of a start to his season. Let's go check out Kris Bubic out and see if he's got some good stuff. Maybe a guy that we could call up with September, along with maybe an MJ Melendez who's hitting above 300 now. And he's also on fire down here in the AAA. I'm very happy to see the team playing good. I don't really understand how, but not going to be upset that they're winning in AAA. More upset of us winning in the majors. I'm not the most impressed with our winning early on in the season, but this team is very resilient, and who's to stop it if they're going to win? I mean, of course we want to rebuild the Royals, but if they want to win this year, we can definitely go as far as the car will take us, I guess. Once we get around 10, 15 games under 500, you know, it's going to be time to pull the plug. And I imagine that will come at some point of the season with our pitching. Here's Kris Bubic. And he's got fastball that down the middle there. Provides a fastball, a changeup, and a curve from the left-handed position.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's the curveball at 12-6. And that fastball goes foul and out of play. And Bubic in his first strikeout of the game. Back to the pitch that got him the strikeout, and they're going to say it's a ball. Joseph Ortiz up to hit. Bubic, strike 1. And down the line foul for strike 2. Bubic with the strikeout with the curve, and that's 2 strikeouts for Bubic. It's Christian Arroyo, former big leaguer, and down here in the Brewers minor league system. And Bubic. I know he's getting the strike in there. And putting it in play is Arroyo, but an out. And Bubic, 1, 2, and 3.
Leading up for the Sound.
Now going against Eric Haas, another former big leaguer.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Not to say Bubic hasn't been in the big leaguers himself.
Ball. Hey! 3 balls, 1 strike.
Where's that one here?
Aye. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Bubic putting up a fight with Haas, and Haas gonna ground out. Worked up the count pretty good though. Here's another high average from Warren, and he got a pitch to serve, and he puts a piece on it, but not good enough. Another 300 hitter up to the plate. Wilkin.
Ball one. Ball one, no
Brock
strike.
Wilkin.
Ball two.
Bubic
2-0.
has his work cut out for him this start. Some
Ball three.
stiff competition ahead of him. Finally finding the zone.
Nope.
And he walks him in 5 pitches. Puts it in play, and it's a foul ball. Strike 2 with the hanging changeup.
Inside ball.
And missing the zone. Putting it in play. A throw and the end of the second.
Ball, that's in.
Man, I just don't understand this timing. I'm either too slow or too fast.
Ball.
Too slow.
2-0.
I don't want it to even be ball free to show you me doing it too
Ball
fast.
three. Hey! Hey!
Too fast, look.
3-2.
Can't make it up, man. And striking out Young.
Yeah! 0-1. Hey! No balls, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
And Black fouling off the curveball.
3!
And Black struck him out. He can't believe it. And Bubic does it again. Strike 1, high fastball.
One ball, 2 strikes. 3!
And Bubic striking out another batter down the third. Strong start. And now he has a 1-0 advantage. Bubic taking another one for strike 1. Only a 91-mile-per-hour fastball he has.
Ball. 1-1. 2-1.
We would like to see Bubic have a lot better control if he doesn't have as much velocity on his pitches.
Hey!
Wow, he actually did the circle change up good for once. I don't think we could do that again.
I got 3 and 2.
And fouled it off. Bubic trying to get the out.
Ball 4, take the game. Nope, outside. Hey!
Strike one from Bubik, even in the count at 1.
Hey!
Strike 2 in there high. And put in play Arroyo. It's going to be the first out of the inning.
Nope. Counts 1-0. Ball. Ah. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hey! 2-2 now. All 1.
And Bubik giving up a couple hits, and now 2 runs are scored. That is just a matter of time.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Bad inning unfolding. As the strength of the order coming
I got 1 ball,
through
1 strike.
another time, and the no-hitter was broken up, and Bubik just fighting to get out of this
1 ball,
jam.
2 strikes.
Already at 70 pitches thrown.
Ball inside.
Put in play, and this is the second out of the inning.
Off the plate, ball 1. Yeah!
And again, the ball was put into play. Good contact, just that is an out, but 2 earned runs given up.
All 1. Two balls, no strike. Fill it up. Hey. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And now to count back even at 2.
3-2.
Can't find the zone with his changeup. And just gonna have to go with the fastball to get the strikeout.
Now batting, shortstop, Tyler Black.
Nope, ball 1. Hey. I got a ball, 1 strike.
One down now, 1 down.
And a base hit given up to Black, so another man on base, and Bubik's starting to get low on energy. The steal is on, and he is out.
Outside, that's a ball.
And again put into play. And a base hit. So Bubik struggling really to do anything other than throw his fastball.
Ball, that's outside. Too high. Ball.
He's been struggling to do that. And up the middle, and up another base hit. 2 on, 2 out. Christian Arroyo. And finding the zone, finally, with his changeup.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Missing and getting away from him. And well in there before the throw was even close. 2 in scoring position now for Christian Arroyo. And fouling it off. And up, almost giving up another base hit. I thought it was a base hit, but that is the end of it. And Luis Cessa
Number 56.
is going to be in the game.
Luis Cessa.
Looks like we end up getting a win anyway, but it wasn't because
Fans, our final line score
of Bubik.
for the
And
victorious Omaha Storm Chasers.
it was
5
kind of
runs, 12
worrisome,
hits,
man.
1 error. They left 12 runners on base.
You just couldn't really do much other
3
than
runs
throw his
on 9
fastball,
hits, no
and
errors. They left 13 runners on base.
circle changeup was all over the
3 hours
place,
and
and
39 minutes.
curveball basically was meaningless to throw. You know, it wasn't.
We remind you to please drive home safely.
Wasn't the best pitch to go with. You know, it works a lot better with the left-handed batters, and he didn't see too many, so an okay start. Not the best, not the worst. Back to the majors, and we take a 6-1 defeat to the White Sox, so maybe a reality check. And here's Baltimore again in another series, and we beat them 5-2 in game 1. Might as well sim ahead here. And Baltimore up 6-4 with Miguel Garcia on the mound, but I'm going to skip this one, and we do not beat Baltimore. In advance in the day, we'll get back to the scouting and check out what we got. So Couch actually drops down to 15 on our board now. Bird dropping down as well. Wondering why they're dropping so much. I'm not sure if I should keep looking in the couch or move on to my next set of things I'm interested in, which is some of these second basemen. Got Kiki Miedo right here that I'm very interested in for sure. If he is half of what he's supposed to be. And you got Theo Ware as well. Also got Daniel De Jesus, but he's not as interested. Shortstops are not too interested. Hardley is kind of interesting, but we already have Bobby Witt. Just kind of a wasted pick at that point. Got Kurt McKnight, but he's more of a second round option. Fido Bach, who just looks like an athletic freak, not really much of a great hitter. Center fielder's not looking too interesting. You got Jake Lucy and Dan C from Chinese Taipei. Well, so he caught my eye earlier because I'm always interested in power speed. He doesn't have the biggest arm for a right fielder though. But I imagine he could probably play left field and it wouldn't be too worrisome, but he is more of a later round pick, so I feel like we could find better. Also got Todd Clark. So maybe we could scout international right field for a week. You got this guy from Cuba, Fernando Cano. Also got some decent guys out here. I mean, Alan Adamson, he looks pretty decent. He's not really going to grow into much. He already kind of is what he is, but he looks pretty solid if he is half of that. So I think I'm going to check out right fielders now. From the international region, and let's check out these pitchers now. Oscar Mayer, he's still up here. His hits per 9 doesn't really project in too well, which is kind of a big deal. He kind of looks like he's more of a stamina guy, which is going to help bring up his overall a lot. He doesn't have good velocity and no good break really. 6'5" guys. Pitches really don't project well. I mean, he's high on our board and we have good pitching scouts and efficiency, but I'm just not seeing it yet with Moya. Well, maybe over time I could. I just don't really see it. Also got Artur Torres, who has the upside of hits per 9. It's pretty good. He's ranked 5th on our board and not good velocity either, and of course control or not, but the hits per 9 kind of makes up for it in a way. He has upward to 97 mile per hour fastball, and he's got a decent curveball, an above average one projected, and even almost present wise. You have Cabrera, who we have ranked 6 on our board, and he doesn't have the best hits per 9 future-wise, but he does have good strikeouts, and he doesn't walk much either, which I haven't checked on the other guys. They kind of do have poor walks as well, but Cabrera has good walk upside and home run per 9 and strikeout per 9. Good stamina as well to go with it, good complementary skills. He's got a 96 fastball, and he's got a splitter that projects to be well above average potentially. He's got an above average splitter off the rip, and possibly a curveball and a fastball to go with it. And in the future, he could have an above average slider as well. So very interesting player from Venezuela. Definitely someone to keep an eye on. Also 6'5" as well. You got Moses Rasinioe. I'm not too sure how to say that one, but he doesn't look too bad. He has good velocity. He's got a decent potential range. Not the best starting overall for his age, though, but another 6'5" kind of guy. He's got good walk per nine. His strikeouts per nine is not projected well, but he has decent hit per nine project. And he's got the break and velocity. And projected to have a good two-seamer, well above average, and a slider to go with it with a four-seam. He's also got the sleeping curve and the changeup as well. So interesting player for sure. You got Pedro Rivas, who has decent hits per nine average. He's an 18-year-old, so his ranges are definitely a lot more very open, and the walks per nine has got a potential to be good. The pitch velocity is up there. The hits per nine is potentially the stamina. He's the lefty. He just got an upwards of 99 mile per hour fastball to go with a cutter, changeup, and a curveball. And his curveball is projected to be well above average, as well as above average to start off his career. So a very interesting player for sure. We also have Manuel Montoya, who's jumping up our boards pretty high. Maybe someone that we could look at with our second round pick. And he's got a fastball, changeup, curveball combination. Miguel Cuenas, an interesting player. We also have two high picks in the second round, so it's very possible that we could look into a lot of stuff. So let's go back to the beginning, and got Lincoln Ford from California, Nevada. I think I want to check out the West starters, but you also want to check out the East ones when you got people like Brooks James in the draft. So definitely interesting for sure. I think we're going to check out the West first, just because those players are higher on our board and could potentially be better. So we want to see what they are worth first before we look into the Eastern players. But let's go here and check out the relief pitchers now that we've been looking at now. And got Charles Lewis, Roman McKenzie as well. Let's just look at scouted. Yeah, I think I'm done looking at relief pitchers, looking at this. We're gonna cancel this scouting assignment. Oh, this was not the one to cancel. Oops. Just realized what I did. Do that. Have them look at starting pitchers in the East, and this should be good enough for this week. Let's finalize that. Let's see how this week plays out. And here's a game that we're down and Hunter Renfroe up with Bobby Witt and Hampson on base, but I'm not interested in jumping in this one. And we do come back and beat the Blue Jays, so that is interesting to see at least. Still above 500 somehow in Cole. Ray Gaines getting the start. And again with an opportunity to come back down 6-5, but again we not jump into that one. And checking out the other teams, going into a little bit of a slump here with Omaha. They did get a couple wins here more recently, but they have been losing some games here and there. And going into a series against Detroit now, and Cam Duvernay has now been hurt, and he fractured his wrist. Some big injuries here, and another guy we're gonna have to put on the 10-day injury. And up 7-0, they want Seth Lugo. He's got a shutout going, and in the 8th inning, finish it off. I'm interested in a way, but I feel like he won't have the stamina when I get into the game, so I'm just going to allow him to do what he does. And we do get the win against Detroit. And here's the game with Brady Singer now, and I'm almost interested in checking out Singer. I know I've been doing a lot of pitching player lock, and maybe it gets a bit repetitive, but Brady Singer is definitely a player that we need to pay attention to in the series, and he's gained a little bit in his hits per 9, but he's lost some K per 9, home run per 9. His pitching clutches went down, his break is going down. He's got a little bit better fielding for whatever that is, but I don't know. It's worrisome to see Singer, not really get better so far, and he's a free agent after this year, so I think Singer should be a guy that we look to trade then, huh? I wasn't really looking forward to trading Singer, but oh, he's on arbitration. Why did they just say free agent on that one? That just blew my mind, huh? Well, if Singer's not going to be a free agent, then I don't want to trade him, but if he is going to be a free agent, I probably do want to trade him. I'm kind of confused here on that one. It says free agent, but I guess they're not going to show arbitration here, so just for example, I guess, no, they show it there and they show it here, but interesting to say the least. But let's just get into the game and enough with the nonsense. And look at Detroit. They got some good 300 hitters here in the top 5 of their lineup. The bottom 4 in their lineup is the struggle in parts. They also have a great player, a great young prospect in Spencer Torkelson, and they're hitting up under 200. And Matt Manning getting the start today. He's undefeated. And Akil Baddoo is going to lead off the game here for Detroit.
Ball.
Seems like every player that we play with is left-handed here, and finally get ourselves a righty in Singer. Singer definitely has an interesting pitch mix and strikes out Baddoo to start the game.
Yeehaw!
Fill it up.
Yeehaw! 0-2.
Santa gets a base hit now off Singer. It's Detroit. Oh, it's Riley Green actually who gets the single.
Batting fourth, the
And now Kerry
designated
Carpenter up.
Kerry Carpenter.
Ball. That's down. Ball.
And Singer doesn't get him the bites.
You know how to attack this guy?
Hey.
Strike one with the sinker. And now strike two. And tried to get him with the sweeping curve.
Hey.
And hung it, but got the strikeout on Carpenter.
Hey, no one down here.
Take one. It's 0-1. That's in. Ball.
And again, a ground out, and I mean out with
Batting
Torkelson.
seventh, the catcher.
And 5 up and 5 down.
Toronto.
6 up and now. Final out of the second. Teams got a couple hits.
Leading up for the Tigers, the third baseman,
Here is Gio Urshela.
Urshela.
Take one.
Hey, nobody out there.
Urshela just misses a good slider to hit. He knows it.
1-2. Ball.
And strikes out Urshela with the sinker. And here is Javier Baez.
Yeah.
And Baez gets a base hit off of this. He better strike Baez that one time, man.
Hey. Ha.
And
No
strike
balls,
2 on
two strikes.
Baду. Trying to strike out Badu for the second time already.
That's the ball.
One out. You got one.
Ball. 2-2.
And Badu putting up a fight.
Full count.
And working the count to 3-2. And Badu fouling it off.
Get right.
And Badu strikes out. Singer with his 5th strikeout of the game.
The left fielder, Mark Canha.
And hangs it to Canha, and Canha pounds it deep to the outfield and out. But Canha easily could have homered off that pitch.
Attack the zone. Fill it up.
Leading up for the Tigers, the right fielder, Riley Green.
Here's Green, the only Detroit player with a hit today. And a Baez too as well, I forgot already.
No, that
Wanted
that's
to
the ball.
forget Baez got a hit. Green.
Going out, man.
Two. Hey!
And Green striking out. A 6th strikeout today for Singer.
Yeah.
And Carpenter swings for
0-1.
the changeup.
One down now. One down.
Carpenter again.
One ball, 2 strikes.
And not gonna swing at that one. Putting it in play, and Carpenter is gonna make it on base from the bad throw. An E5
Now back, second
from
baseman,
Hampson.
Keith.
That's the ball. That's down. Hey!
And Keefe swings for
1-1.
a sinker. That was laid over the middle, and now sinks a sinker
1-2
again.
count.
Gets him to swing again.
That's the ball.
Come on, big shooter.
Who's from the Detroit crowd sweeping in now. And a swing, and the base gets through again from Hampson. And again, Hampson has to make the play, and this time a double play. But Hampson finally gets it done after 2 mishaps.
Leading up for the Tigers, the
Now
catcher,
Singer with the 1-0 advantage still.
Rogers.
Going against Jake Rogers.
Hey, ha!
Strike 1 with the sinker.
Strike 2.
And waving at the slider.
0-2. 3.
And again waving at the slider. Rogers 1, 2, and 3.
Now batting, third
The
base,
7th strikeout of the game.
Urshela.
Ball. 1-0. That's the ball.
Hey, we got one here.
Hey!
And Urshela taking Strike one finally.
Strike 2.
Shella, strike two, and
balls,
now
two
it's
strikes.
2-2.
Strike 3.
And waving at the sweeping curve.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier
Here's Javier Baez.
Baez.
Hee-haw.
Strike one with the slider.
Strike 2.
Baez swings through the sinker.
0-2.
Hey, 2 away, 2 away.
And Baez gets a piece of the slider, and he is out to end the fifth. Detroit fans not too impressed with how their team has played. Here's Badu, who struck out 2 times today.
That's the ball. That's inside. Nope, ball. He's up. Good. Hit.
And Canna waving at 2 sliders to start the at-bat. And now Singer making a change of mind.
Hey, start the try out. Let's go.
And the sweeping curve gets put into play and a base hit from Canna. Here's Green now.
Hit. 0-1. Strike 2.
Green taking strike 2 for the
0-2.
sinker ball.
Ball.
Not fooled by that one.
2-2.
And that one is not going to fool him either.
Hey, we got one here.
And Green gets the pitch he wants, but he cannot deliver. Seems like he was waiting on a certain pitch before he would swing.
Gary.
And it looked like that was the one he wanted, was the sinker, and he got a good one to swing at. Just unable to finish it.
Hee-haw.
Carpenter takes strike 1. And did he go? They say no.
Get up the strike zone.
Hee-haw.
And he waves at that one.
1-2. That's the ball.
Stealing, and
2-2.
he is out to end the inning. Carpenter's going to have another chance to hit.
Leading up for the Tigers, the designated hitter, Gary Carpenter.
And Carpenter takes advantage of his second opportunity. A base hit into the far side, and it's going to be a double for Carpenter to start the 7th inning. It's still only 1-0, and Carpenter is the tying run. O'Keefe putting it into play, but foul.
Right.
It's Colt Keefe, and I said
0-2.
Cole. Hopefully he doesn't make me pay.
Click.
And we strike out Colt Keefe. For the 9th strikeout, and here's Torkerson. Not the dude you want to see when the game is got a chance. Oh, maybe with that number you want to see him, but theoretically I'm still scared of him. And Torkelson waves at that one and fouls it down the line. It is 1-2.
Ball.
He does not budge at that one.
2-2.
And Torkelson waves at that one for strike free. A 10th strikeout for Singer.
The catcher, number
Trying to get for the
34.
7th. He's on his 89th pitch of the game.
One. Two.
Strike 2 with the sweeping curve.
0-2.
And the slider gets put in play. And the tying run going to the plate. The run is out. The throw was made by Hunter Renfroe. What a play. He threw him out at the plate. And the Tigers were that close to tying the game. Look at this play. I don't know, man. I think Carpenter got screwed there. And Singer is still out here in the 8th inning. Wants to see him go against the bottom of the order.
Nope.
And
ball.
Badu, who he's dominated so far, so we'll see. Doesn't get a good call on that one. And Urshela is not going to get the hit that he thought he had. 100-mile-per-hour velo, and he is just as stunned as I am. I thought he had it.
Here.
Strike 1 in there with the
0-1.
sinker. And Baez. Oh man, he could have tied the game there.
Peacock.
And he waves at it for strike 3. We do strike out Baez.
The batter,
And here is a cue. Badu.
Badu.
That missed. That's the ball.
Go get him. Got him.
Nope. Ball.
Badu patient on his
balls, no
at-bat.
Correct.
Badu waves at the circle
2
change.
balls, 1 strike. Correct.
Badu waves at the sinker now. It's
2-2.
2-2. And he almost had him with that one. Badu just fouls it off.
Full count.
Badu makes it 3-2. Badu puts it in play. And he is out. 8 strong innings for Singer.
Your attention, please.
And
Now
Will
pitching
Smith
for Kansas City,
will come in to finish the game. And what a game from Singer to shut the Tigers' offense down. With the help of Hunter Renfroe and some other great plays made by the defense. And this is an old school 1-0 game. The Royals win with having less hits than the Tigers. Definitely something that you could probably see here in the future, us winning with pitching and getting situational hits and winning. I'm impressed with Singer with that one. Singer had a good performance. I didn't like that he didn't have a fastball, but I like his pitch mix enough that he can get lefties and righties out with the stuff that he has. The sweeping curve works well on both sides of the plate, and I like it, man. It's good against certain teams. Well, when you go against a team like the Atlanta Braves and the Dodgers, I don't know how good Singer would be. He'd have to be like a third or fourth guy there. I don't know if Singer could be the best pitcher on your team,
Our final
especially
line score
at
tonight.
his
First
age.
for the
If
victorious
Singer was
Kansas City
younger,
Royals,
he'd
one
have a
run,
great
5
chance,
hits.
but he's a late bloomer, and I don't know. But developing Singer will be critical. Either trading him later for someone to help us, or just keeping Singer around and him helping us win, which is very possible. It's not it's something I can't see happening. I definitely could see it. Okay, we need a DH. Left field. Oh, Gentry can play left field. Oops. Get him out there. Check out our roster here and just move him up to AAA just so we have depth. He's not anything that we care about anyway. I just want the team to have a little bit of depth. And back to scouting. Let's check out and see if we can see anything good in right field. Ooh, Dan Sai is jumping up our board, and this is what I want to see. I'm interested. He's someone that caught my eye just looking at his profile, and he's got the speed power combination that I like in players. Todd Clark jumping up as well. Maybe I'll wait another week. I don't know. I think. Oh, I should look at Fernando Cano as well. What is he looking like? Oh, he looks pretty good. He's dropping down our board though, so that's interesting to see. What's holding Fernando Cano back is what I want to know. And is this for real? Someone that we could take later in the draft for sure at maybe our last pick or even in the 5th round. We have Felix de Villar, and he has high potential from what our scouts are saying. He doesn't really have great stuff other than speed and the ability to play defense in the future, but maybe he can potentially grow into something. But he is already 22 years old, so that is definitely something to think about. But you have Sean Fernandez as well at 22, and he can grow into a little bit more of a backup kind of role player, and he kind of makes a little bit of sense as well. Not anything early though, but see, the thing about Jake Lucy is he's 21 years old. You do kind of understand more of what he is, and he's definitely going to be more ready early on. But he just doesn't have the power that Dan C does. And I want to give a closer look at Dan C. Just making sure I got the right scout. I want to look at Dan C and get a look at him. Let's check out these pictures from the West. Lincoln Ford is still up here and looks pretty decent. Definitely a guy we're gonna keep an eye on. We don't even know if he'll be there when we want to pick, but still good to know. Mark Tyner, he's jumped up a little bit on our board, so definitely an option if Lincoln Ford is gone. Brooks James dropping down our board as well, so maybe not the guy that we think he is. Adam Gold jumping up our board. I think we'll just leave it as is again for this week, and we'll definitely start looking into individual players and other stuff with pitching maybe next week, or look for a different region. But let's finalize the plan. I'm pretty happy with that. And we do win the series against Detroit, but we do not sweep them. They win 2-4. You can't win the 2-4, but they win 4-2. And here we are back against the Blue Jays again, and the Blue Jays are opening a can on us at the moment. Joey Votto with 2 home runs. A guy that no one wanted a couple weeks ago, and Adam Frazier with 2 home runs himself. Very unlikely that Frazier would hit 2 home runs in a game, but it's baseball, I guess, and we lose another game to the Blue Jays. And we end the month. Jeez, I can't navigate. Losing again to the Blue Jays, so we have lost the series against the Blue Jays. We are now under 500. Second place in the division, 6.5 games back, and pretty much hanging out at the bottom with all the other guys almost. A little bit better than the White Sox, but not too much better. You know, not a big gap. I guess considering what you want to call a big gap, I guess. But at the end of the month, you get messages, and Christian Chamberlain struggled with an 8.72 and 8.22 in 7 innings. Sam Long struggled, and I would imagine there's going to be a lot of people struggling. This team isn't good, so Gavin Cross tore it up in April, posting a free 15 with 15 RBIs. That's what I like to see. Gavin Cross is definitely a player I want to keep an eye on. Mike Brousseau, 475, 12 RBIs. He's not really a guy that you want, but Andrew Zerpa, another guy. Good March. Good April. I cannot talk today. Cole Reagans, He's dropping down. He's off to a cold start. Seth Lugo pitching well, and I'm happy to see that. I'm not keen on keeping Lugo around. If I can get rid of this contract at the deadline, I'm very happy to do so, and he's off to a good start. A career high in ERA, and if he continues his pace, he'll definitely be a good trade candidate. He's a 4-1 in his starts. A big key factor in why we're winning baseball games. I think the better way to go through it is the lineups, and Adam Frazier hitting well, 274. Hampson struggling at 176. I had him up here for his speed, but maybe we'll have to shuffle it around. Pasquantino struggling. Renfroe tearing it up. Furman tearing it up. And even Waters playing pretty good, so I'll move Waters up one. I'll move Waters up two because Velasquez is really struggling. Velasquez is going to have to hit last. Pasquantino is going to have to get moved down to 6 right now. I don't know what I should do with Hampson. He's got more strikeouts than hits. How many runs does he have? 10? Frazier has more. I want Frazier to lead off, and Hampson's just going to have to hit down here with these guys. And Hampson, he's going to hit 9th actually because of how he's played. I'm actually going to have Hampson hit 9th. I think I'll have him hit higher against lefties though. Miguel Garcia doing good. Good to see. Good to see Garcia playing good. Might have to get Garcia in there more against righties, actually, now that we think about it. Maybe Garcia is a guy that should be hitting in this lineup higher. Having Drew Waters hit 6 is kind of asinine, so we'll move Miguel Garcia up. And Garcia, we'll have him hit 5th. Hampson, on the other hand, I think I should keep it how it is with this. Kyle Espo's doing pretty good. Move Furman up. Gotta move Frazier up a little bit more. I'll leave Frazier at 8 though. I don't want him too high. I will move him up higher because Pasquantino is struggling. Let's just be right. Let's check out the pitching rotation now. Cole Reagans. Michael Wacha playing great, so I'm happy to see Wacha playing good too. I'd love to get a little bit of something for Wacha. You're not going to get a big prospect for him, but he's playing pretty good right now. Not getting much out of Kyle Wright though, which we still got 2 years to work on him. Try to turn it around for him and get some value for him, if anything. Jordan Lyle's not pitching terrible out of the bullpen. Will Smith pitching good. Nick Anderson kind of struggling. Jake Brent's not bad, so not too bad. Better than expected. Cole Reagans, I kind of would expect him to play better, but what are you going to do? Coming down here, Daniel Lynch. He's in a cold streak. He's getting a little bit better, though. Got Chris Bubik at 2.5. He's improved a little bit. Alec Marsh. He's getting better. 2.88. Jonathan Baldwin has struggled. He's kind of seeing some regression, and Noah Murdoch. A guy that just came up here to be a pitcher. He's playing decent. You got Sesa with a .98, a 57 overall, with a .98 ERA. Got Hernandez. You know, there's not really much here to look forward to. You know, you keep an eye on Chris Buback and Daniel Lynch a little bit. You want Lynch to improve. And down here, you got Ashley Lacey. He's improving. He's up to a 69 overall now. Nice. And he's got a free 6. Not the best, not the worst. Zerpa pitching well. I'll move Zerpa up 1 spot because he earned it. Beckway pitching pretty good. So why don't we move Beckway up as well? Chandler Complain. Christian Chamberlain, that's the one. He's struggling very bad. They're both just not worth anyone's time. None of these pitchers are good. They're all in the 50s. Wow, this is pretty bad. I think the Royals are the worst team in the game when it comes to rebuilding. Prospect-wise, it's pretty bad. So that's pretty much all we got there. Let's check our hitters out. So we got the message, he's playing great. Melendez is struggling again and his power is going down, so that's not cool. I want to see Melendez do good. Hopefully he can turn it around. Let's move Massey up and Melendez up to 4. Prado is playing good. Let's move Prado up. Let's move Prado past Melendez. Let's keep Melendez at 5th. Hogan Porter playing good somehow. I don't. Whatever. Is there anyone I should be playing? Nick Lofton? What can you play for us? I guess you can play for Fitzgerald. I guess. Move Nick Prado up a little bit. Nick Lofton should probably be hitting higher against lefties. I think that's fine. Check out. Of course, we got Gavin Cross down here. He's getting some development. His contact's going up. His power is going up a little bit against lefties. His vision and discipline going up. Good to see. I want to see the vision go up for sure. Don't even know why I was looking at center field because we do have Gavin Cross. We just need corner outfielders for the future mostly. Close to. We got anyone else down here? Jeez, I guess nobody, huh? I guess Peyton Wilson, he's down here. Tucker Bradley hitting 400, that's cool. Joe Gray, I guess he's a guy. Diego Hernandez, should we play him? Over who though? No one. Alright, well, that's cool. That's how everyone's doing after the first month of the season. And let's sim ahead a little bit. Let's hop into Northwest Arkansas and let's check out our #1 prospect, Gavin Cross. We haven't got any hitting in this episode, and I guess we should get some in. And Gavin Cross is our best young prospect, and he's playing the best out of our prospects, really, other than, I guess, Tucker Bradley, if you want to consider him in that group. But maybe I'll have to look at my top prospect list again and decipher who I should really be focusing on, but I just don't see anyone on our team that matters. That's why trading off some of these veterans that are playing good near the deadline or even before the deadline, could help our younger players get better. We don't have a good prospect list, and maybe we could go to a team that does have a good prospect list and get someone that's decent. Even someone's 10 prospect might be our second or third prospect. Honestly, it's really that bad. It's just not that good of a list. But here's our best player that I would consider probably one of the few untouchables on this team, and Cross puts it in play, and what a catch. Wow, what a catch. Who made that catch? I don't even know. Number 16 on Wichita. You are amazing, though. That is an amazing catch.
The third baseman, Seth Gray.
I can't believe he caught that, man.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, number 20.
And a good throw from Cross, so he's got a decent arm, even at his young age. It's pretty good.
The center fielder, number 12.
Here's Cross, who got robbed on a hit earlier. And he is going to fly out. I guess you could say pop out, not even fly out. One to nothing, and what a play made by the pitcher.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So we've gotten 2 pitches in that spot thing there over time. So. Yeah, there it is in that spot again almost. And Cross just cannot seem to get lucky this game. He does not get a hit as well on that one. And here's Cross's 4th opportunity against Osley, I guess. And that's only the 4th pitch he's seen from him today, and he fouls it off, so. Modern baseball. And a strike with the high curveball. He got me with that one. And he plays it down the middle. He's not the best pitcher, I'll say that. And a misplay. Cross with speed. And a bad bounce is going to allow Cross to get a triple. And that player did not make the play that he needed to. And Cross showing off his speed.
Northwest Arkansas.
And Northwest Arkansas adding on some runs against Wichita. And Grace Jr. on the mound now. Gavin Cross gets a high fastball.
One strike.
And Cross puts it in play, but he is out again. Cross doing a good job putting bat to ball, just not getting a good result, but you can't get upset. Hayden Wilson is the player of the game who hit a home run and 2 RBIs. Chandler Champlain, he gets a win, so maybe this will be his month. And going against the World Series champion now, Texas Rangers. We beat them 10-2. Max Scherzer. Just not his best game, I guess. And home runs from Bobby Witt, Hunter Renfroe, and Velasquez. Velasquez must have hit a grand slam. Yep, he hit a grand slam. He had 2 strikeouts to go with it, so 10 strikeouts to go with 10 hits. This team is something else. We still find a way, though. Bobby Witt and Hunter Renfroe above 300. Freddie Fermin near it. Miguel Garcia playing well still. Pasquantino still struggling, though. Let's hop into an MLB game real quick. And should we play with Pasquantino? Should we try to turn it around for him? Or Pasquantino 0 home runs, 9 RBIs, and 100 at-bats. Huh. Definitely not helping his cause with that. Do we go Adam Frazier and... what do we do here? Check out Drew Waters and see how he's doing, but maybe it's best to leave Waters alone. I think it's time to look at Pasquantino again and see if we can get him off his cold spell against a great... Look at this team, man. Star, Fire, Crown. Just... good stuff, man. You gotta love the Texas Rangers and how they built their team with their good budgeting and their drafting and development of some of their core players like Garcia and Tavares and a lot of some of their other players. Even got Evan Carter, you know, one of the best young players in baseball to go with that mix, and he even played crucial in the playoffs, so it's crazy. And you got Corey Seager. He's hitting 246, but he's got 4 home runs, so he's doing Corey Seager stuff. And when this guy is on, he's one of the best shortstops in the game. Michael Wacha getting the start today, and he's at 287, 2-3 though.
The first baseman.
Here is Vinny Pasquantino against John Gray, the veteran. And a strike in there. 19-14 are the Texas Rangers. Not the best start, but still 5 games above 500. 0-2.
Ball. 1-2.
And now to count even at 2. And he put the ball in play. It was another ball though. Pasquantino was trying to protect the plate, but ended up grounding out because of it. And Texas up 3-0. Slurvin there for a strike. 2 on for Pasquantino. And reaching over. Strike 2, and that would have been a strike either way. And Pasquantino gets a piece of this one, but it is out. And unable to come through with people on base, even though there was 2 outs. Gotta be good in situational hitting, and right now Pasquantino couldn't hit much right now. We'll have to send him to AAA if it just continues. I hope not. Playing in, and they show bunt. What? Oh my goodness, a failure at hand. And Texas up 5-0 now. I can only wonder if the run scored off of that. I can imagine it probably did. Just idiocracy at its finest. The diving play is unable to be made, and he is safe at first. And here's Pasquantino down 7-0, still facing Gray. Gray gets him to chase a very high fastball. Gray up to 86 pitches, but still feeling just fine. Gray again getting him to chase. And Pasquantino's going to ground out. He chased every fastball that Gray threw him. And not helping Pasquantino's cause. Brock Burke, the pitcher, now up 9-0 here in the 9th. And Pasquantino survives another chance. And putting it in play again, and this is a force out at second and a double play, and Pasquantino going 0 for 4. Oh, not the best outing for him, and Mike Kawaka gives up 3 earned as well. Only 5 hits total for Kansas City, so you can't put it all on Pasquantino. He's not the only player that probably didn't get a hit today. And today, and let's check out scouting. And Dan C has dropped down to number 18 on our board now. That is disappointing. I get so excited for some prospects, and it just sometimes it doesn't go the way you want it. Maybe we should take another look at Couch. Not against that. Hope to see if my scout has a different opinion on him this week. Lincoln Ford now ranked number 1 on our draft board. And I kind of want to see what Lincoln Ford's about. Mark Tyner is dropped a little bit down now. I guess we should check out that region. Central. Just to check all our P's and Q's, and let's advance. And I'm very interested to see how Lincoln Ford finishes up. If he's the #1 player on our board, then I think we have our first round pick if he falls to us. I don't know if he would, though. He's not going to be generational either, being 20 years old, but he's very good, and we need good players on this team. Our team sucks, let's just be honest, man. And I'm very bold to say your team sucks, only 2 games under 500, but I can already see how this one's going to go. But man, look at the White Sox at the bottom there in the L10. 0 out of the last 10 for the White Sox. And it's probably even worse. So you got 5 games here, 8 games. They're on an 11-game losing streak as we speak. So they're off to Chicago Fangs. We beat Texas in the series somehow after winning 10-2, losing 9-0, and then winning 4-2 afterwards. So I don't understand this team quite yet, but maybe over time I will more. Kind of confused, but here we are in the 7th inning, and Waters up. Home team down 1, 2 runners on. 2 outs to go, and I'm going to simulate this one. I was interested, but I wanted a little bit more leeway with the outs, but here we are, bottom 6 now, and we're down 1 again. It's almost the same scenario, but bases loaded. 1 out with Blanco up, who's perfect. I'll answer this game just because we got to get some gameplay in from the major leagues. I guess that's what you guys would want to see. I'm more interested in showing, working on the prospects, but you know, you guys can let me know if you guys even care. But I'm more into fine-tuning our prospects and checking out them and checking on some pro players that are doing well, of course, but I care about the team right now more than the pro team, and the roster is just in terrible shape with all these 50, 40 overall people on the team. It's just not good. And I'm just worried about the future, and we get a double play and end the 6th inning. I always strike 1 against Garrett Mitchell. Mitchell puts it in play, and Blanco using his speed, and he's not able to get to it.
Ball. Ball. 2-2.
2-2 to Garrett Mitchell. And hung it, and Mitchell made him pay.
Yep.
And dropping it in there for a strike.
No.
Missing the top of the zone there. I was getting tired. I'd be tired too if I just gave up a 400-something foot home run as well. I probably would start to feel a little tired as well. And that is the strikeout for the Niles.
Ball. D-Rod.
Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And swinging on the sinker.
Ball 1, up.
And we end the 6th inning after Garrett Mitchell adds to their lead. It's the 7th inning, actually. We just cannot get our numbers straight. Reese Wilson on the mound for the Brewers.
Now pitching for Milwaukee. Number
Let's
4,
try to get
1 ball,
something
no
going
strikes.
for the fans that are actually here cheering. And Witt swinging at nothing as we try to inspire our team. Stuff, and that was a pitch to hit for Witt, but he missed it.
Ball 2.
Witt evens the count at
2
2.
balls, 2 strikes.
Fouling off that one, and Witt putting on a decent fight.
Yes.
And a strikeout. Wilson gets his first strikeout. Here's Nelson Velasquez hitting 4th today. And I guess that's why he gets a good charge into it. Mitchell. Oh man, Mitchell
the first baseman, number 9.
did it again. Mitchell with his speed
Pasquantino.
tracks down that ball. That was hit pretty well.
Hook 1.
And wow, that's a strike? Yep, I guess so.
1-1.
Was not expecting it to be. I thought it was out of the zone. I thought I caught a break, but Pasquantino
1-2.
down 1-2 now. And putting it into play, the sinker ball, and deep. It is caught at the wall. What a play made in the outfield. Is that Sal Frelick? Don't know. It's one of them. 15 hits for the Brewers today, and they just robbed another one from us, and that must have been Frelick. Brewers definitely have a good young outfield for the future
Ball
with
1.
Rios and all the other guys that they have going.
Ah.
Garrett Mitchell, Frelick last year
1 ball,
playing
1 strike.
exceptional when he got called up.
Ball.
Brewers are a good team of being small market, and they draft their players well. They develop them pretty well. You know, they made a splash with Christian
Out.
Yelich, and they were right about Christian Yelich for a while. The
Up next
injury
for
kind of
Milwaukee.
changed his trajectory,
The
but
catcher,
he kind of
William
played on a good level a year
Contreras.
ago. You know, hopefully he can build on that again and maybe get close to what he was his MVP season. And Hampson
That's
gets
an
the
out.
second out of the inning.
High.
A lot of people think Milwaukee is going to be terrible, and I'm not so sure about that one yet. I'll wait and see.
High.
We still have some good players.
0-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're competitive.
Ball 1.
It's a hard
One
team to
ball,
bet
2
against.
strikes.
Without Corbin Burns, it definitely makes it a little bit different. It's something we haven't seen in a while for sure. So, plus I don't have the other great pitcher who's injured. Now his name's slipping out of my head. He's out for the season.
High.
Woodruff, he's pretty good. He's not playing. And then you get the Devin Williams news, I believe, that happened. And
Ball.
I feel bad because Devin Williams is, I think, a lot of people's kind of a guy that people like. So that really sucks. And wow, Jake Bowers. Here's a player that Yankees fans I don't think will miss, and he makes me pay by talking my noise. A base hit RBI. Bowers.
The first baseman, number 17.
Wow. Screw you, Bowers. I'm not taking
Ball.
Ordinaya was out,
Too high.
especially if we can't get any runs.
1-1. Ball. No. Ball.
Hoskins.
Too high. Full count.
And Hoskins puts it in play. It's carrying, but it's caught. But Bowers making it a free run game and making it a little bit harder to come back from.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number 31, Joel Payne.
Oh, Payam's in the game. And Freddie Furman up.
Freddie.
Mean a first pitch swing and he's out.
He's out.
Had no chance of beating that throw.
The right fielder, Hunter.
Here's the former Brewer, Hunter Renfroe. And Renfroe almost hit the ball boy.
Ball 1. High.
1-2 to Hunter Renfroe.
Oh-ho.
And he waves and misses. Adam Frazier now in the 8th inning. Frazier got a good swing at that one, but fouled it off, and that was pretty good hit. Could have squared it up a little bit more. Fouling that one off that he shouldn't have been swinging at, but not much of his doing.
That hit it.
And he hits Frazier in the buttocks. Out is Waters, who was 0-3 tonight. Including the bases loaded earlier. Got a decent piece of that one, though.
Ball.
Waters. And he grounds into an out. And that's the end of the 8th. Here's the man who started the massacre. Garrett Mitchell. Strike 2, 89.
2 strikes. No. 1-2. Inside, ball 2.
And he doesn't get the call, and he shouldn't have got that call anyway. He fooled him. Swung for a fastball, and Mitchell down on strikes. Just to ring and puts down a bunt. Terang takes a pitch and it is a strike. And now fighting off that fastball. And put into play, Waters is going to have to chase it. Terang unable to get the hits.
Yeah.
Strike 1 with the sinker.
Finish him.
And over Pasquantino's head for a base hit.
Now batting, designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
Drive.
Christian Yelich
1-1.
bouncing away from Furman, and now a runner in scoring position for Yelich. Absolute disaster scenario, and Yelich fouls off that one that wishes he had back, but he's very clutch in these situations. And he fouls off another one that hung. Yelich fouling off another pitch. And grounding it out to Pasquantino. And now we're down to our final 3 outs against Evan
Your
Williams.
attention, please. Now pitching
And it's
for
the top of the order.
Number 38, Devin Williams.
And he almost hit Hampson on that one. Here's Williams trying to get his 15th save of the season, and it's pretty likely that he will.
2-2.
Hampson back at tied at 2-2, but facing the inevitable defeat. Hampson. And strike free with the fastball. Hampson swung underneath it but nonetheless. Starting the at-bat off with another screwball. Here's Williams. And serving up and out Blanco got a decent hit, but the outfield was in a great position to get the out. And here's the final out. It is Bobby Witt, who has not got a hit
Ball
today.
1. 1-0.
Fans in Kansas City not happy.
Ball.
And 0-2 to Witt.
2-0.
Still pitching around Witt and trying to be careful.
3 balls.
He doesn't have
One
to
strike.
pitch to Witt with no one in front of him or behind him that can really hit consistently. And that's really the danger that you have with Witt not playing with talent. You don't really have to. He doesn't get good pitches to hit.
Hunter, 2.
And Witt took that one.
Look out.
And a good cutter. Bowing, no. Witt put it in play, and it is an out. The Brewers get the job done. And they beat Kansas City in their own stadium. Player of the game is
Ball
Hoskins.
game this afternoon for the victorious Brewers.
Good for them. Jake Bauers 4 for 5, so good game for him. Maybe it was the Jake Bauers game that we never knew that was coming. Sim ahead, we're playing the Angels and we're up. Let's just simulate this. Don't want to get the close of Will Smith. And here is another opportunity, but I'm not interested in this situation at all. And the Angels win 6-5. And let's check out our scouting. Jeffrey Couch has jumped up to number 8. He's got good power. And Lincoln Ford is our number 1 player on our board now. And if he's there for the taking, I think I'm in on him. I think I need to find some other players to look at for sure, though. Could give a look at Gage. Why not? Especially if we get Lincoln Ford, you're going to have to find someone else. Oops. Messed up that. Ooh, Fernando. Looking pretty good. I think we'll just check this out for a week. Yeah, I mean, sorry, I've done this 3 times now, but Let's see this. Let's skip ahead and... Man, how many people are gonna get injured, man? Well, we get a chance to win the game here. Let's hop into this opportunity with the Storm Chasers.
Now batting, right fielder, John Ray.
Here's John Rave against Johan Moran. And he smashes it and puts it in play, and this is what we needed. It is gone. John Rave with the go-ahead home run. Puts us up 4-3. With our final out and our backs against the walls, Rave smashes it. There was no doubt about it. 400 feet, absolutely destroyed.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
And Jay Jackson coming in the game after that emphatic home
Number
run.
68, Jay Jackson.
Nick Prado, the next batter.
Too high. Ball.
And Prado gets a piece of that one, and it's going far and deep. And it's gone as well. Nick Prado with the back-to-back homer. His 5th of the season. Now Jackson, after giving up the home run, trying to get some of the pieces together, and Logan Porter is going to fly out.
One zero. Ball 2.
This is the real challenge, is this. And Massey
Got him.
with the play. First out. Strike 1. Wrong way.
Ball 2.
I would check my bat too. And he gets struck out.
Hey. One and one. Hey.
And another
One ball,
strike in
2
there.
strikes. Two to count. The count's full.
Thought about it, and now it's 3-2. My arch nemesis Jose Miranda on deck, but we get the out anyway. Happy I did not want to face Jose Miranda. He gave me enough nightmares last year in MLB The Show, and I don't care if he's not good or whatever. He's still going to be my arch nemesis for life. He's marked for life as an enemy from me. And we do come back and get the win. I don't get how you can give Noah Murdoch the player of the game when John Rafe came and hit the game-winning home run, but whatever, you know, I'm not going to complain too much about a AAA game, but Giovanni Moran, he gave up some crucial runs at the end, and I know he's frustrated. And another win against St. Paul, and let's hop into a player lock game. We could look at Prado, but I'm more interested in looking in and Nick Lofton is interesting as well. I think we'll check in on Melendez a little bit later on. I want to just check in on Michael Massey, honestly. Michael Massey intrigued me with the first time that we used him, and I kind of want to see how he's doing.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome your St. Paul Saints.
And Josh Winder is going to get the start today.
The second baseman,
And Michael Massey here in the first inning
Massey.
with the most home runs on the team. And not the best start for me. And Massey gets a hold of that one and puts it in the gap. Massey gonna get a double. And a good double for Massey.
That is third. The third baseman.
Continuing his slugging. He's got 7 home runs and 8 doubles so far. He's really on a good tear right now. I'm very impressed with what Massey's done this season so far. I hope he can play like this all year and just develop and become better, and then make it, make it so you can think about adding them to the team next year.
The right fielder, Amanuel.
And Winder getting another opportunity against Massey in the 4th. Winder, a good pitch there.
One strike.
And again, good fastball. A strike. And Winder is going to make him put it in play. He hung the changeup, but couldn't get all of it, and it's gonna fly out to left field. And here's Massey against Winder again. Chased it. Massey's gonna call a timeout, and he's got 41 hits this year as well, tied for first on the team. Missing the fastball. And 1-2 now. Massey got brushed off after that one. And again, a high fastball. Massey putting it in play, but it is caught.
Now batting.
Here's Massey again. Is he DHing today? He's playing second base, just no fielding opportunities, I guess. And Massey, not the best appearance here. Rounding into an out, the base is loaded. And here we are, here's our opportunity we wanted. Hit this double play. Don't, they tie the game. And St. Paul gets the win. And Massey, when gets the hit, gets the double at the beginning of the game. Got a couple decent hits. The one hit at least that was decent, just wasn't fortunately a hit. But not bad at all for Massey. I'm pretty happy. And meanwhile in the MLB, we're on a 4-game winning streak. We're 1 game above 500. And we're going against the 15-31 Oakland Athletics now. So life is good in Kansas City. But a 4-4 game now in Oakland, bottom 8th with 1 out. And I'm just going to let it be. The Athletics beat us, so an interesting development there. And today's the day for scouting. We got Devin Mann back as well. I kind of want to... Nah, he ain't nothing to worry about anyway. On the scouting, and Gage has jumped up. He's got good power. Maybe a second round option for us. Maybe we can get a first baseman with power after all. And Cabrera's also jumped up our board. Doesn't have 99 potential though. So I don't know how much interest I have. I'll keep Gage in mind though. See how these central players are. You got Quinton Bookshire. He's jumped up the board quite well. I haven't seen his name yet. And Warner Kendall doesn't look terrible. He's got good starting overall and not bad potential. It's high B potential, pretty much, maybe 84, you know. Definitely someone we could look into in round 2, if not, you know. Ooh, Jesse Miller looks very interesting, man. I kind of want to see how this would end up. Let's put or let's put Zach Asnew scouting pitchers from the East, and let's see what he can find. And I want Schultz to scout. I want some relief pitchers or I mean, you could look at closer. I don't know if I'd draft closer, but I mean, that's doesn't hurt to look, I guess. Wow, Giancarlo Velez looks crazy. A lot of good players out east. I think I'm gonna look at the east closers. And then this one is tricky, you know. You could finish the profile on Couch and see if he's a little bit better. I just don't know about Couch, man. I don't know. I'm gonna have to definitely think about it more. You could take Gage Layham, and he could be pretty good and almost a different, same kind of player as Couch in a way. And you know, you're gonna save a couple $1 million, and you get good value in the second round. And I don't know. Also got Frank Bird you could consider later. But they don't think Elton Bird is as good as the draft does, so maybe not. I did want to look at Kiki Maeda though. I think I'd be doing myself a disservice if I didn't give him a look at least. You also could feel where. Also got Adrian Arnaz, who only 5'7" though, so that's kind of concerning. Not a lot of power left fielders out there. There's nothing really interested in the outfield in this draft. You got Jake Lucy you could look at. He's projected to go at our pick. He's 21 years old though. That's the thing about him. You know, Dan Side's interesting, but that's kind of like a backup kind of plan. I just feel like I could get better value at number 6 than Dan Sai. Todd Card could be good, but I think we should look at Kiki Maeda. He's got great potential and he could be really good, so. Singer has a shutout going, and let's see if Singer can do it on his own. He looks like he did. He's having a couple good games now, so good to see Singer playing well. And we are off to a winning tear right now. Garcia has a 10-game hitting streak, but we'll see what he can do on his own. 11-4. Maybe Garcia got his hit. Another 4-game winning streak though this month, and we're on an 8-2 tear in the last couple games. We're 27 and 25. 27 and 23 actually. I couldn't see because of me talking, but we have all of our organizations are winning right now. And even the White Sox are winning. They're 5-5 in their last 10 games, a lot better than their losing 10 games in a row. And here's a 5-game winning streak now. But this is where it'll probably end against Tampa Bay. Drew Rossman has a .95 ERA this season. Only 19 innings, but impressive. We do not beat Tampa, and no surprise here. The game is tied with Garcia, and Garcia has a 12-game hit streak now, but we'll see what he can do. The Rays beat us 4-1. And let's check out. No, whoa, almost hit the wrong button. And Kiki Maeda is not very good at all, so unfortunate. I was very intrigued with Maeda, but good to know that he isn't worth anything. Well, not like that, but y'all understand, I guess. I didn't really look at catcher too much in this draft, but I didn't really see much that caught my eye. I mean, I could send out for discovery, but I'm not too keen on that. It's just a really good pitcher draft, like it usually is, but can't complain if you take advantage of it. I don't like how Jaquez, he just doesn't have good vision. You know, that's really what I don't like about the Quez too much. I think we should take a look at Theo Ware this week. Why not? Another guy that definitely caught my eye. I want to see if we can find someone with high upside and power. And Garcia still has his hidden streak now up to 13, 1-1, top of the 18th, top of the 8th, the 18th now. Keep on simming. Down 7-0 in the Minnesota. I guess this is the reality part of our schedule. And now we're on a 4-game losing streak. At 28-27 now. Minnesota 36-18. Very impressive. And another loss now. Is John McMahon any good? Oh, he's a pitcher. Okay, he's He's actually probably the best one we have, honestly. So yeah, I guess he is good. Up 6-4, and Will Smith needs one out. I mean, I'll just trust Will Smith to do that on his own, but you know, we get a win against them. And now we're down, and we have 2 on with Pasquantino. And the Twins hold on to win. Going against San Diego now is 29-30. We are 29-29. And they are up 2-1 with an opportunity, and I am not too interested. So we do end up beating the Padres, though. But we lose to the Padres 12-2 the next day. Kyle Wright getting tore up again. He seems to be like bowling pins when it comes to getting hit around. And look at some transactions here. The Oilers have called up Baltimore called up Felix Bautista. Nationals moved up Matt Barnes, Carl Edwards, Drew Rossman, Sandy Alcantara. These are all people that we all know. This is not news. Here we go. 4 notifications. James McArthur struggled. He walked 4 people, and he gave up a 6.7 ERA. Peyton Wilson had a hot bat. 327, 9 runs, and 49 at-bats. MJ Melendez had a 326 average, 20 runs in the month of May. A very good month for Melendez. Very happy to see that. Daniel Lynch, under 2 ERA. Punched out 38 hitters in 36 innings. That's some good stuff to see there. I'm definitely impressed with that. Just want to show you guys the scouting real quick. And Theo Ware is jumping up our board. He's not going to be a first round selection for us, but we definitely a guy we could look in the second round, and he's got power upside, so definitely cool to see that. Jacob Burnett looking very interesting. Not too many closing pitchers in this draft to be looking at either, so I guess we'll have to focus more on, I don't know. We'll leave it at that. This is what Theo Ware is, though. Looks pretty solid. Definitely would consider him a second round option still, even with the rank. Maybe if the potential could go up more to 99, then I would consider him with number 6, but I want the best player. And so far, we've identified the best player as Lincoln Ford. He is on my draft board as number 1 as well. He wants $8 million, though. That's something that's killer. $8 million. A lot of these pitchers want high bonuses, but I don't know. I think you find a way to make it work. I think it's more of the interest. That's the $8 million anyway. I definitely would love to have a great pitcher though on my team, and although he won't be generational, he's going to be very good, if not great. So he might be our best option. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. A little bit longer. Sorry about that. Hope you had a good one though. See